Hello, Chelsea fans. Welcome back to the Blues Report, and remember to subscribe, then enjoy your news. Let's dive in. Garnacho and Javi Simons to Chelsea. A double deal shakes Europe. It was the kind of summer that Chelsea fans would remember for decades. After a frustrating end to the previous season, with near misses and underwhelming performances, the Blues' new board, led by sporting directors Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley, were determined to change the narrative. Todd Boehly's Chelsea were ready to flex their financial muscle again, but this time, smarter, faster, and more precise. And so, the transfer window exploded with two names that sent shockwaves through the Premier League. Alejandro Garnacho from Manchester United and Javi Simons from Paris Saint-Germain, both on their way to Stamford Bridge in a stunning double swoop worth over $120 million combined. The Garnacho move, ripping red to blue. The Garnacho saga began in silence. For months, there were whispers of unrest between the young Argentine winger and the Manchester United management. Although Garnacho had moments of brilliance at Old Trafford, scoring crucial goals and dazzling with his fearless runs, his relationship with Erik ten Hag had quietly deteriorated. Chelsea moved in swiftly. By early July, an initial inquiry had been made. United hesitated. Selling to a direct rival? Unthinkable. But Boehly's offer, $65 million upfront, plus $10 million in add-ons, tested the Red Devils' resolve. With Sir Jim Ratcliffe keen on balancing the books for financial fair play, and Ten Hag eyeing other profiles, the unthinkable slowly turned into the inevitable. Garnacho was torn at first. Leaving Manchester United, a club that gave him his platform, was not an easy decision. But Chelsea's new project was compelling. Under Enzo Maresca, the Blues were building a young, fast, technical side, and Garnacho was told he would be a key starter on the left flank. By mid-July, personal terms were agreed. Garnacho's entourage met with Chelsea officials in London and sealed a 5-year contract worth $180,000 per week. On July 22nd, Garnacho was spotted at Cobham for his medical. His Instagram post, showing a blue heart and hourglass emoji, exploded the internet. 2 days later, Chelsea made it official with a cinematic unveiling video. From red to blue, the beginning. The Simons shocker. A battle won. While the Garnacho deal was massive, the acquisition of Xavi Simons was arguably more strategic. For weeks, PSG had tried to convince the Dutch playmaker to stay in Paris. After an excellent loan spell at RB Leipzig, Simons had his pick of top clubs. Bayern, Arsenal, Barcelona, and even Manchester City showed interest. But Chelsea, operating with surgical precision, offered something none of the others could. Guaranteed minutes in a team built around him, in one of the world's most competitive leagues. Boehly and Stewart flew to Paris in late June to meet with PSG executives. Knowing PSG were hesitant to sell but understood the player's desire to leave permanently, Chelsea proposed a $48 million package that included sell-on clauses and a buyback deterrent. Simons was flown into London in secrecy. Chelsea wanted no distractions. He was shown the training ground, introduced to the vision of Maresca's football, positional play, high press, and vertical transitions, and Simons was sold. By July 27th, the paperwork was signed. Chelsea's media team prepared a joint reveal with Garnacho. And in an unforgettable night at Stamford Bridge, under blue-lit fireworks, both players emerged from the tunnel wearing their new shirts, Garnacho number 17, Simons number 21. London calling. New era at the Bridge. The football world couldn't believe what Chelsea had done. Two of the brightest young stars in Europe, both under the age of 23, joining the same club in one window. It was a statement of intent and a shot across the bow of the traditional top four. Training at Cobham intensified. Garnacho's first session left fans drooling. Nutmegs, step-overs, and a screamer into the top corner. Simons, meanwhile, commanded the midfield with effortless elegance, combining beautifully with Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. Enzo Maresca spoke after a friendly against Feyenoord, where Garnacho and Simons both scored. "This is just the beginning. These two bring flair, hunger, and a new identity. They're not here for show, they're here to win." Veterans like Reece James and Thiago Silva welcomed the pair warmly. Garnacho bonded quickly with South American teammates like Fernandes and Marc Cucurella, while Simons became close with Cole Palmer and Noni Madueke. The fans? They were already in love. Stamford Bridge was packed for pre-season fixtures, and the new shirts with Garnacho 17 and Simons 21 sold out in hours. Looking ahead, Chelsea now had an attacking trio to rival any in Europe. Garnacho on the left, Palmer on the right, Simons just behind Jackson Orankunku. The average age? Just 22. With Champions League qualification, the target and silverware not far behind, the expectations were sky high. But for once, Chelsea fans felt something deeper than hope. They felt belief. Two wonder kids had taken a leap of faith. And in return, Chelsea gave them a stage. Completes medical test. It was a bright, brisk morning in London when Jerel Hato stepped off the black SUV and into the state-of-the-art medical facility at Cobham. The Ajax prodigy had been on the radar of Europe's top clubs, but it was Chelsea who had made the decisive move. After weeks of negotiations and late-night calls between Amsterdam and West London, the deal was nearly done. The only thing left? A thorough medical test. Jerel, tall and composed beyond his years, exuded calmness as he entered the facility. At just 18, he'd already captained Ajax and was dubbed one of the most versatile defenders in Europe. Despite the early hour, his eyes were sharp, focused. He knew the significance of this step, not just for his career, but for the belief Ajax had instilled in him since his academy days. "Welcome, Jerel," greeted Dr. Alan Crawford, the head of Chelsea's medical department. "We'll start with the basics, then move to more specific tests. Shouldn't take more than a few hours." Jerel nodded. "Let's get it done." Blood tests, ECG scans, musculoskeletal evaluations, vision exams, VO2 max testing. It was a rigorous process. Every tendon, ligament, and heartbeat was monitored. Chelsea had been stung by injury-prone signings in the past. This time, they were thorough. But Hato passed each test with flying colors. His physique was elite, his recovery rate excellent, and his adaptability remarkable. But the most telling part came during the treadmill stress test. As his speed increased and incline rose, Hato stayed relaxed. Where others showed fatigue, he smiled. The medical team took note. This was no ordinary teenager. After 4 hours, Dr. Crawford emerged with a final note. Medically fit. No red flags. Chelsea's representatives, who had been waiting anxiously in a nearby lounge, exchanged nods and called the club directors. The green light was given. Within minutes, Chelsea posted a teaser on social media. Medical announcement soon. Jerel Hato had passed his final test. All that remained was the official unveiling. A new chapter in his young but already storied career was about to begin. Story 2. Xavi Simons' journey